Hi, this is Mark Littleton, the minister of the Word for the Athens Church of Christ, with today's 3-minute sermon. This week, we are taking a closer look at one of the most beautiful passages in all of the Bible, and that's Psalm 23. Not only is it a beautiful passage, but it's a well-known passage. And I think when we really dig into it, it's so practical for how we live our lives. What we're doing every day this week is looking at some of the blessings that David writes about in this psalm that are ours if the Lord is our shepherd, if we are one of his sheep and he is our shepherd. I want to share two of those blessings with you today. One of them is found in Psalm 23 and verse 4, where David says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." David says that God will be with me. If he's my shepherd and I'm one of his sheep, he'll be with me when my soul is afraid. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, some translations say the valley of the shadow of death. Even though I face death, even though I face whatever the thing is that makes me the most afraid, David says, I'm not going to fear any evil. The reason is you, God, are with me. I don't know what today is making your soul afraid, but if the Lord is your shepherd, you have no need to fear. He will be with you as you walk through whatever you're going through. And then another blessing is found in the next verse, verse 5. David says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows." It's the provision. In this verse, David's describing the provision that God gives us when we are his sheep. He prepares a table before us. He prepares a lavish meal and he invites us to it. You anoint my head with oil. In that day, that was a symbol of hospitality. It's as if God is saying, please come to this table that I am preparing for you. David says, at this table, my cup overflows. I set my empty cup down and God just keeps filling it again and again and again. But notice all of this happens in the presence of my enemies. David says, even when the enemy is surrounding me, God will be with me and I don't have to be afraid. Friend, you have an enemy. The Bible calls him the devil or Satan. He wants to destroy you and devour you and consume you spiritually. But even though that's the case, God says, even in the presence of your enemy, he will be with you and he will prepare a lavish spiritual feast for you. And he welcomes you at the table because he's your shepherd and you are his sheep. Lord willing, tomorrow we're going to look at two more blessings as we finish out this psalm that are ours if the Lord is our shepherd. Lord willing, we'll see you again tomorrow for another 3-minute sermon. God bless.